Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, just for work. And guess what? I'm at work as usual. Coming to you with a story time about this one encounter with this very mean student. I never had experienced a time where a student yelled at me or anything like that until this student. We're gonna call her M. Okay? M. Moo Cow. Moo Cow. Chicken feet.
And at this point, anyway, I don't know what I had going on because
so this student,
where did the chicken feet come from? Was I just on the farm? It was during finals. I don't know.
She came through the door and she just oozed. I'm hungry. And I'm tired. And I just don't want to be here. And so I was just like, hey, how's it going? Welcome, you know, my pleasant, normal self. And she just stared at me like, and I'm like, okay, we'll go. Let's go ahead and check in. Let's get you squared away. How you doing today? And just like in my head, I'm always keeping a good poker face about stuff. But in my head, I was just like, baby, I can smell the negative energy coming out of your pores. Detox. Anyway, so long story short, so I get her squared away. So she's like tapping on the freaking keyboard really hard. And I'm just like, it's not that deep, boo. It's really not that deep. So then after that, she gets logged in and squared away and she just humped over like, and I'm just like, I hope she's okay. Like in my brain, I'm like, I hope she's okay, you know, period. And so after that, she just slumped her way on to the lockers. And I was worried, but I didn't want to be intrusive. You know, people deserve their privacy, especially, I learned later, especially a person like Moo. Moo needed her privacy. Period. She did not need nobody checking her pockets. She did not need nobody coming to help her with the locker. She didn't need none of that. What she wanted to feel that day, what I got was independence.
INDEPENDENT.
Straight like that. Straight.
Do you know what that means, man?
She did not want help. But what did I do? I'll tell you what I did. I helped her. And I ended up being the bad guy at the end of the story, but let me finish. So she makes her way to the locker. I'm making these sounds because that's the sounds that I was hearing, and I was just like, okay. And I peek around the corner like, you need some help, ma'am? She didn't respond. She had an attitude. I was just tired. So at this point, when she makes her way slumping back to the front, it's just like, and I'm just like, you ready for your exam? And she's just like, yeah. So she goes in the room. But hold on. I missed a part. When she gets to the locker, so she's turning the key and turning the key and turning the key. And these are like, they're like high school lockers, but they're really small and compact. And like they got these keys. But whoever keyed the locker is crazy because they did it low key upside down versus how you would.
Right about here is when I realized I didn't know what I was talking about.
Leave the keyhole thing, however you leave it, like you can leave it turned right side up or upside down. And so I guess her key was upside down. So when I went back there to help her, mind you, I told you before she didn't want no help. So when I went back there to help her, what happened? You tell me. She was mad. So she was just like, you know, like, doing all of that. And I was just like, okay. In my head, I'm like, first of all, you are older. I don't expect this behavior out of you, but you know what? Whatever. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. And I hope that whatever is going on with you, maybe you're just having a bad day. And I'm sorry for that move. But anyway, that's how I conducted myself because, you know, everybody has a bad day, period. And I know I have bad days. But that day, I was having a good day. So, I helped her with the locker. I shouldn't have helped her, period. I should just let her do her thing because some people just don't want to be helped, period. So she made her way back up to the front, and I'm just like, you ready for your test? And we go walk back to the testing area, and, you know, we go into the room. I get her squared away. But before you go in for testing, and I'm pretty sure if you're in college or you do a standardized testing at some facility, they're going to ask you to, you know, turn off your devices, lock them away, and make sure that there's nothing in your pockets, empty your pockets. So that's what I did. And I'm pretty sure this was the cornerstone of this entire incident. So I asked Moody, I said, ma'am, will you turn your pockets out for me? And I just, you know, I have to check because we got cheaters out here. I mean, people be cheating. Hey, you ain't gonna cheat on my watch. On the phone. Okay. So, long story short, I got her to turn her pockets out and everything. And I was like, okay, you're good to go. She turned her pockets out so angry. I mean, like, the thrust of the pocket was just like, okay, period. Angry pockets. It was empty, but they was angry. So I come back to my desk. I start to, you know, get back to my type, because I'm always typing. And 30 minutes maybe go by, 30, 45 minutes. I don't remember the time because this was a while ago. Mind you, she's not the only person taking a test. Moo is not the only person in the building. She's not the only person in here taking a test. Moo is out in tears. So my first thought is, oh my gosh, why is she crying? What is going on? But as she's crying, she comes to my desk and she's like, you are rude. You did this. You did that. And she's shouting at this point. Shouting, and I'm just like, ma'am, I listened to her first because I'm gonna be the person to listen to you. If you come to me with a problem, I'm gonna listen to you first, and I'm gonna give you my feedback. Maybe I shouldn't get no feedback. I said, oh, I'm sorry that you feel this way. What can I do to help you? She's still shouting. We have other people testing, so boss lady comes out, and another one of my coworkers comes out, and they tried to wheel her back in. But this fish right here was too strong. That bitch said back. Okay? So she stormed out with the quickness. And then I thought it was over because I'm like, boss lady, she was mad with me, and I don't know why. Boss lady, I've only seen her about twice, okay? So I don't know why, but she was mad with me. And I don't know whether it was because of my age or my race or what. And I'm saying this based off of the later on events. So like I'm thinking it's all over. You know, I jot down what happened because it's an incident in a sense. And I let my boss lady know. And everything is okay from what I see. But it wasn't over. It definitely went from here to here to here to here, climbed the steps here. And I was just like at the bottom of the steps because I never left there. Mind you, I'm from the hood, so remember that. I've come a long way, and I'm from the hood, though. So I had to, when all that was happening, like when she was yelling at me, my inner hood was just like doing crip walks in my brain because I'm trying to figure out who you're talking to. But that's besides the point. When I get down to the nitty gritty, I got this really long email about how I had mistreated her on multiple occasions. And I'm just like, me? Mistreat you? Honey, you are not that important to me. But anyway, because nobody's that important to me. Honestly, I'm going to treat people how I want to be treated, period. Because I'm here to make my money, not mistreat you and lose my job. I need my job, period. Because I have a family. Like, what? You think I'm going to lose my money over mistreating you? Is you crazy? So she sent this long. I mean, I got to do it again. Long email to my boss and just stating all these very rude things about how I'm rude and I'm the bad guy and I suck. And I'm just like reading the email and like the heat within me started to emerge and I started to sweat. So I had to go out and I came back and I'm just like, I've never in all my years working here, I've never experienced a situation where I was disrespected. I've always been okay with my students that I encounter. And they've always enjoyed me and I've enjoyed them. But this was a true cow. All right, guys. That's the end of my story time. Please like, comment, and subscribe.